we're going to jump to his big break on the Joe Rogan Experience. You know, it's quarantine numbers. Views are up, folks. Views are up. And Tony Hinchcliffe, this loser who gets 37,000 views on his doc, less views than me, is awarded the opportunity to go on a podcast for 30 million people. You would think, I'm going to go on a podcast in front of 30 million people. I should come up with some stuff to say. No, wait. In fact, I should just have some stuff to say. I mean, I don't know. If I were a comedian and given the opportunity, and this is something I wanted, this is something I worked for, remember, you have the opportunity to speak to 30 million people. These are what people say Joe Rogan's numbers are. And then you just come on the show and sit there. And then Joe starts talking about snakes. And you know, if Joe starts talking about wildlife, it means you're saying nothing. You're worthless. You have nothing to contribute. So Joe is just going to start repeating animal stories. And I'm telling you, you deserve more than animal stories. If I sat here for 30 minutes and told you about a snake that I told you about 30 other times, you'd be livid. Joe Rogan talks about parakeets, coyotes, his rabbits. It goes on and on. And Tony Hinchcliffe goes on Joe Rogan and says absolutely nothing for 3 hours. So I ask you this, what is his value? Why is he here? Why is he on a show in front of 30 million people? Why does he exist? We will find out today as Joe Rogan and JRE and Tony go on a date. That's all this is, a male date. Now, I believe Joe wanted to warm up for Elon Musk. Do I have this right? Did Elon come on after this?
I think so.
Because Joe is acting crazed. And I think, you know, the last time Joe had Elon Musk on his show, he wore a fruity pink flamingo Miami Dancers shirt. And it was loose. The sleeves were unbuttoned. The collar was 70s Scarface. That collar that you'd put on a suit coat and the collar sticks out over the suit coat. It was that style of shirt. And we go, what is he doing? Well, he wanted to look a little more important for Elon Musk. And that interview was terrible, by the way. The first time Elon Musk was on Joe Rogan's show, I was reading the comments going, this is amazing. Finally, inside. Amazing. They were both nervous as fuck and acting weird the entire time. So I know Joe was nervous about that. And I think what he did is he goes, the last time was horrible. He knows he did terrible. Even if other people didn't see it, they're too stupid. He knows that was terrible. I think he goes, let me do 3 hours with Hinchcliffe, and then I'll be warmed up and good to talk. Didn't work. And you could tell Joe was even overcompensating in the Hinchcliffe interview because he's so nervous. I hope I got that right. Ladies and gentlemen.
3, 2, 1. Tony motherfucking Hinchcliffe.
Cheers, everyone. I hope you're having a great Saturday.
Yeah.
Good to see you, buddy.
Whoa.
Good to see you.
Every time comics come here that I usually spend multiple nights a week with, I'm like, so nice to be semi-normal again.
Yes. For fucking sure.
Okay. And that's basically Tony the whole show. Joe talks to him and he goes, yes, for fucking sure. That's it. Now, again, you know, and again, I do not want this opportunity, nor would I take it. I'm using myself as an example. Don't flip the fuck out. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm not gonna use myself as an example. Gavin McInnes, good example of what you can do on Joe Rogan. You go on Joe Rogan as a comedian or anybody, say the things you've always wanted 30 million people to know. Think about it that way. You've got this tremendous opportunity. May never come around again. Tony, you know, and he's blown this opportunity every time on Rogan. You should be saying all of your stuff. When Gavin was on Joe Rogan, he said stuff that was provocative. People were interested. It woke them up. They wanted to hear what this maniac was saying. Even when he was going low and going, oh, I love drunk driving. He's at least saying something of interest.
It's memorable.
Tony, Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer, Chris D'Elia, they get on Joe Rogan and they sit like this. Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally. Chickens are weird. Snakes are weird. Oh, don't. Polar bears actually kill people. And you go, shouldn't you be saying all your comedic stuff, all your takes, all your opinions, all your points of view? This would be an amazing opportunity to, especially these clout-chasing homos who would love to be rich. Blow the audience away, you'll be famous. But they sit there, people who watch JRE, they don't even remember Hinchcliffe because he just freezes. He clams up. His claws get rubber banded.
I always think this about celebrity red carpet interviews, you know, and there's like the Oscars
Yeah.
or the Grammys or something. If you say or do something crazy, you'll be trending on Twitter for the
This
whole
is what I
day.
don't get.
And
You're
even
in
if
the
it's
and we're not
negative.
talking about us. I wouldn't do this, but I would. These people are in the business of popularity. They want to be the most popular. And yeah, the award show's the perfect place. Kanye West did it right. Every time he was in front of that mic, he would say something sensational, bro. And the world would erupt. These people go up there and go, oh, I just want to thank my mom, my agent, my law. Say something crazy. In the red carpet interviews, if someone stuck a mic in my face of the red carpet, my head would explode trying to decide what crazy thing to say to break the world. And to not use that opportunity is so un-artist. They claim they're
don't get
artists.
it.
It's so uncreative. It goes against, and here's why I'm flabbergasted, and you should be too. It goes against everything they say about themselves that they are. When they sit around in their comedian conversations, they talk about themselves as if they are life-changing people like Kanye West. Hey, Kanye West, you're not. He's made some waves. Shouldn't you at least want to make waves as a comedian? Shouldn't you want to be disruptive in a way? Shouldn't you want to say something that interests people, wakes them up, questions something? Point of view. It used to be the number one thing a comic, there used to be comedians with point of view and road comics saying shitty stuff just to get a cheap laugh and sell the ticket and go home. Every comic has turned into the road comic. This used to be something all of them made fun of, and they still do. You're road comics. You're making road kills. They get up there, they say the easiest, safest thing. It gets a laugh if you're drunk and you wanted to laugh and you came out to a comedy club. And then they fucking talk about coyotes. I just don't understand. This is why I'm going mad. It's not jealousy. It's desire. It's I want to tune into the show and be like this. Hooked. There used to be episodes of Joe Rogan where it flies by and you wanted to hear more. And it didn't have to do with them being funny.
No,
it had to
not
be
at
with
all.
interest. They're saying things that spark my interest. Even if I hate them, they're saying things that are making me think. These people have forgotten that entire idea. They're everything they used to make fun of. And worse. We're going to go to 5215. Wait till you hear what 30 million people need to hear about. This is really nice. 30 million people. Let's just have a light conversation. What is that, 5215, Julian?
Yep.
Joe Rogan and Tony Hinchcliffe, an example of what these killers, these murderers, these monsters do.
Crazy.
Whatever. That's not even, I mean, the guy's missing and she's devastated.
Yeah.
Can you imagine your wife chopping you up and feeding you to a fucking pit full of tigers? Like a Conan movie?
Wait, tigers? Are you guys talking about Netflix's biggest hit, Tiger King? Oh my God, I didn't know anyone liked this. What was it like? Are you going to tell me anything that I haven't heard about? Is there something about Carol that's going to be said? Wait, do we have that clip where he goes, I think Carol did it? Is that coming up here? Look at this. Joe has a suspicion that this Carol, and remember, I haven't seen Tiger King, but Joe has a suspicion that this Carol might have done it. I don't know. Was it Tom Segura's shirt you were wearing last week that led you to believe that maybe she did it? These fucking idiots, man. Watch
What better way to get rid of a body, really?
Pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, pigs that probably wouldn't leave any of it. Maybe, cats might do it too eventually. They might chew through the bones. I wonder if they do that. Wolves definitely do. Wolves chew right through bones.
Wolves? What are wolves? Did dogs come from them? Did they steal chickens or is that coyotes? If Joe starts talking wildlife, you're fucked. And no one can stand up. Again, if I was a guest on Joe Rogan, he brought up tiger or wildlife, I go, Joe, no offense, I don't care. You've talked about fucking coyote. Can't somebody stand up to him? Or are you just like, oh, yes. They've heard the story too. These people listen to the show. They know, and they know the commenters are sitting there going, enough with the coyotes. But they go, just appease Joe. Just say whatever. We got to stay on Joe's good side. He's the gift giver.
Like if Tony knows that people make jokes about Joe talking about coyotes, wouldn't it be a huge opportunity to say something and win everyone over? All of the
I just don't understand.
Would be
Yes, everyone would be like, holy shit, who was that comedian that made fun of Joe for bringing up coyotes? That was hilarious.
That would be like an iconic moment.
But
in
that's
JRE
what I
history.
mean. Why don't these guys take iconic chances? Chances. They want to be these guys that are like written in history books, yet they do nothing historic. Make a move. Impress me.
Which is really crazy if you think about it. Like they're chewing
You gotta
through
hear
a
this.
moose bone.
Moose bone? What do you know?
The Tiger Park reopened over the weekend.
The Tiger Park reopened over the weekend. Oh, breaking news. Put it on the sign. Imagine if I said this. Hey, guys, the Tiger Park reopened. Isn't that cool? Breaking news. Shut the fuck up!
Congratulations.
Large crowds.
GW Zoo?
Of course.
Yeah.
Really?
It's fucking huge now. It's like, it's a reality
You gotta see
show.
this.
I saw an article where the lady that got her arm bitten off in that documentary.
It's a man, you piece of shit.
Oh, it is?
Why are you
Yes.
talking about other people? You're jealous of their success? This is other people. Get your own content.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. You just misgendered her.
I apologize to the zookeeper there.
Look, everyone, Tony's been under a lot of stress. He's been trapped at home.
true.
He hasn't done stand-up in 6 weeks. He didn't-
Really?
But I saw an article where...
You're under a lot of stress, sir? Is anything happening with that weird nudie wife, that cokehead weirdo Morticia Adams
Give us an update.
chick? Please give us an update. I need to know what my comedians' wives' status are at all times. There should be like a bar, like, is the relationship on the rocks? Is it good? Green, yellow, and red. Every person with a wife should have green, yellow, and red dots right here. If it's green, I go, oh, he's getting along with his wife. I'll listen to what he has to say. If it's yellow, I'll go, uh-oh. His crankiness is coming from a different place. And if it's red, then you need to go home and I should be listening to a different comedian that's got green. Tony, where is your slut Australian fake cokehead wife that wanted to be an LA model and then came here and forgot she's too ugly to be a model? Where is she? Now!
that just came out yesterday that said that she thinks that the zoos shouldn't open because the tigers could give it to each other. Like they don't have a way of distancing the
That's
tigers.
other people's content.
LOL.
And I thought to
Do
myself,
they even know if it goes to tigers?
that's I mean, there was one thing that said that it did, that one tested positive.
America's
Wonder if it-
top rising, and it keeps saying that to yourself. America's top rising young comic, #1 comedian, killers, murderers, monsters, and they sit there with tears in their eyes, scared to talk, with their head down. This is not what America should be listening to. We deserve people that are blowing our minds. We're getting guys that you wouldn't even talk to at lunch.
And it said that it did, that one tested positive.
I wonder how it affects them.
Yeah.
Maybe they just carry it and
Yeah.
it doesn't affect them.
I don't know.
Well, I was telling you, Jamie. Well, we were talking about this before. The different
I just
groups of
remembered
people
another
that
part. Or some
Oh, yeah,
Terry
please.
in the chat reminded me that part where Joe was talking about how Tony has a fetish for fat girls. Didn't something funny happen
Oh,
at that
yes.
part?
Don't blow it. But yes, give me the time. I thought we wrote that down.
I know, same, but hold on one second.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
find
That
it.
was a big one. Joe Rogan explains what I've been trying to tell you for years. Tony is into S&M beatage. Tony likes it when he suffers. He's got a suffer fetish. Yep. He's the guy on that spinning disc in that dark underground goth club who they've shrink wrapped in a latex suit. He's got a pipe coming out of his mouth for air. He's got his schlong and a schlong holder. They were all spitting on him. They're all coming on him. Industrial music is playing. A lot of weird freaks are there with weird septum piercings. They're all talking to him. He's the star of the night. He's Slim Pickens. He does an act where he goes up a woman, a big fat woman comes in, and they see if Tony can fit up her vagina, and he can. And they all laugh, they hoot and holler as their sickness expands through the room. Yes, and Joe's going to blow the doors wide open on my suspicions of his BDSM
I think it's at 1
lifestyle.
hour, 14 minutes.
1 hour, 14
seconds.
minutes. All right, here we go. They're talking about this weird subject because they got nothing to say. And then Joe, out of nowhere, starts bringing up weird bondage stuff. And you can see Tony starts getting very uncomfortable and does that overlap, that ha, 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 ah, yeah, people. Watch.
Somehow or another, this is a bad standard to adhere to when you take your big body that you're not taking care of and you wrap it up in all this crazy clothes and all these ribbons and bows and you show your bare midriff because you're brave and you got your big old ass in these jeans. Like,
wait, that should be a sound. You got your big old ass in these jeans. Got your big old ass in these jeans. That could be a song. Tappin'. Jimmy Blub. I want a Tappin' Skins Jimmy Blub Weston Wellman collab. Because I got a song called Big Old Ass in These Jeans. Big old ass in these jeans. Listen.
Midriff because you're brave and you got your big old ass in these jeans. Like,
big old ass in these jeans. You could make a killer song. You got your big old ass in these jeans. I got my big old ass in these jeans. I got my big old ass in these jeans.
Bare midriff because you're brave and you got your big old ass in these jeans. Like, yeah, it still looks pretty good. Don't get me wrong. Still look great.
Honestly, I thought Adele looked a little.
Okay, so they're talking about Adele, and Tony has nothing to say. It's like there's a Zoom delay between them when they talk, and he finally realizes, oh, I gotta say something. Oh yeah, number one comic, and then he goes, I think Adele was much prettier when she was fat, and Joe's gonna be like, oh, maybe you have a fat fetish, and then you'll see. Then he goes into exactly what fetish Tony has. Remember, Tony is not into chicks of any sort. He's into latexed humans, genderless folk.
I thought she looked cuter, a little bit thicker. Now she looks looks. I mean, granted, she looks healthier, but she looks a little bit more just basic. You know what I mean? Sort of just like all the other pop stars.
Well, in every movie where there's a guy who's kind of a fuck up, who's going to get in trouble, it's a guy who's built like you with a woman who's like 250 pounds, and she tells him what to do. So maybe it's like a thing. Like that's like hasn't David Spade played a character like that where there's like he's got a big wife or a big girl?
Shout outs to Spade.
Right? There's always a few of those.
I think so.
Maybe that's your thing.
Watch.
Maybe you liked Adele when she was...
Shallow Hal.
Shallow Hal, yes. That's right.
Riveting.
Yeah, dude. Maybe that's your thing.
Watch this.
Is what?
Big ones. You like them big. So when Adele was big, you're like, yes, control me. Hold me down.
Tony, anything? Gonna speak up? Joe's going, maybe you like them big. Maybe that's your thing. Sure. Is something wrong with you? Literally, if I acted in this manner for 1 second on this show, there'd be a life alert.
Maybe, I don't know. I want to know what her voice sounds like. What if she sounds horrible now? Because like she had that operatic, right? Powerful voice.
I was having a conversation with a buddy who told me he liked to have a ball gag put in his mouth.
I was having a conversation with a buddy who told me he liked to put a ball gag in his mouth. Out of nowhere. And Tony's like, shut up. He does that face that we're turned into a GIF. Pull that GIF up. Shut up from the other show. You're mentioning ball gag? I've been telling you about Tony's BDSM for years. Watch how uncomfortable this gets.
Voice.
I was having a conversation with a buddy who told me he liked to have a ball gag put in his mouth. It's like, really?
Silence from Hinchcliffe.
Who was he talking? Was he talking about during sex?
Oh, the guilty! He might as well yanked his collar and said, "Is it getting hot in here?" Look how. Watch.
Who was he talking? Was he talking about during sex?
S&M. Oh, I've never heard of it. Okay, this gets worse.
I think, yeah, exactly.
Is this a podcast?
Oh, it's looking around the room, please. Shut up, shut up.
No, during sex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like what people are into, I'm saying.
he wakes up, and by the way, he's been sound asleep this whole episode. This is where he wakes up, and all of a sudden he's the laugh cow. Come on, the LOL cow.
I'm not saying that people can't be into big girls. There's a lot of people into big girls, but a lot of people are into everything.
Uh-oh.
You know, but that's
oh
okay
yes,
too.
we know.
Like a lot of people are into weird stuff.
You got to try out different things, I think.
Do you like the latex suit with that gonzo attachment? I know he's in that suit. Man, I swear to God, one day I will prove to you that Tony wears that suit. It is a weird yellowed latex. It is thick. It's almost a see-through brown, like a 70s ashtray at a diner. It's he's in there. I can't find a reference photo. His arms are spread, his legs are spread. They're spinning on like a Wheel of Fortune style platform.
You know,
and it's got an air tube. I swear he's doing this.
You know, in the show Devs, where the guy creates a whole corporation and all that crazy technology just so he can be with his daughter again.
Yes.
You're going to create that, but just to prove that Tony
he's going to be in that suit. If I have to kidnap him and put him in that suit, I will. You're going to see him in that suit one day, and it's see-through, and he's naked under it. But it's a brown tinted see-through. It's a very gross style suit. If you could find me a reference photo of what I'm talking about. He wears this. Let's see. Nope, this is this page. No. I need to see.
It was a Kill Bill leather suit.
No. Oh my God, this is similar. Here we go. It is this color where it's a clear, thick latex, but it's yellowed. This is more like it with the zipper on the anus. It is not a black, shiny leather GIMP suit.
Damn, that is expensive.
Don't give Tony. Oh, yeah.
600 euros?
Oh, yeah.
That?
Everything Tony buys for himself is in euros, by the way. They don't sell this stuff in America. You know something's freaky when it's in euros. Oh, sorry. This only comes in euros. Yikes. That is not even bad compared to what I'm talking about. And when I find, it must have been on some real sex video that I saw. I'm telling, they've got him shrink wrapped. So imagine that, but they've sucked the air out, you see. And he's tightly shrink wrapped in there. I'm telling you. People are never going to believe me.
If you can get it, it's fun.
Here it was.
Dude, people's brains are not the same.
Right.
The idea that what you like, I'm supposed to like, or what I like, you're supposed to like. You spend so much time watching pro wrestling.
Yeah.
I watch it every now and then. I'm like, that's a crazy move.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
But you can. We're different.
Pro wrestling. And Tony takes a deep inhale, filling his miniature lungs. His lungs are the size of these little Tupperwares I got from Brilliance. Very nice. I got to hold one nug of weed in them. Tony has miniature lungs.
Is this
the
a
lungs
contender?
of a doll. Which one?
The
this big one in the chat? Let's see. We might have a contender for Tony's. That is one of the suits. Okay, here you go, folks. This is the exact suit.
No,
I know.
really?
Yes. Now, this is frightening as fuck. Look at it hang, and he hangs it up too. It's got the penis hole. Now, there are accessories. So this is the suit. See how it's yellowed? Now, he gets in this suit, lays on a Wheel of Fortune style spinning platform. Hold on.
Okay.
He's on a spinning platform. He is tied down as if we're going to throw knives at him. If it was vertically set up, we're going to throw knives. He's tied down. They then stick in a reverse vacuum or a vacuum. They suck out all the air. It's skin tight now. They stick a snorkel-like tube that comes out so he could get some air. Otherwise, he is completely bound. He cannot move. He cannot react. And they get off on the fear of it. So everyone then, he is, by the way, on a lowered platform. Think about it as a pit. Like, where do they do? Maybe
like at the bottom of a well?
No, think about it as like a cage fighting thing, but everyone's above him and
like
he's
in
in
the
a
original
pit.
Spider-Man where he goes to fight the guy.
Maybe. He's in a pit and all the people are jerking off from above and shooting their cum onto him as he spins on the platform.
Oh.
And he gets drenched.
I like that.
And then they unplug him. And it's the fear that he got off on. That is the suit. But I still need reference of the accessories and the platform. And I've seen the scene.
You know that starter
I've seen it somewhere.
kit meme? Make like a Tony Hinchcliffe starter kit
Yes,
with all
can we do
different
the
pieces.
Chad BDSMer? And then it's all these things that Tony buys. He has this suit.
Jason Yates says, here's a video of Tony in his suit. Skip
Let's
to
see.
210.
210. Okay, let's see. This could be it. I swear I've seen it. I didn't come up with this idea. Oh my God, this is shrink wrap. Okay, so I'm going to pull this up. This is the shrink wrapping I'm talking. See? It's got the mouth tube. I know I didn't dream this. This is Tony. See how
That's
they
a smaller mouth tube than I was picturing.
Oh, yes. No, that's all you need. Just some air. Now, this is a video. Skip to what time?
210, I think he said.
210. Okay, this is a weird player. See, and this is the music. Okay, look. Okay, here we are. See, they're pulling the air out here. This is video of Tony. This is from his leaked videos. Look, see how they're shrink wrapping him down. They're pulling out the air.
Fuck.
I don't know what this is. They're also doing x-rays of his teeth. This is so fucked. Wait a minute. Okay, that's just a pillow. What happened? Next. Oh, shit. This is so bizarre. Oh, my. Yes. And these spinning. Yes, this is part of it, too. All the world's freaks come out. Okay. We're getting close. Show me the crowd. Show me the crowd looking down on him. I swear I saw it in a movie or something, and I know he's doing it. One. Fuck!
Oh my God, stop.
I'm
you
sorry.
just went into like a 30-second episode.
Yeah, I'm really.
hiccuping
I'm
and
sorry,
burping.
man. Would you rather have me stop?
You want some water?
I've got some. Thank you very much.
No, that wasn't an insult.
No, I've got my own. All right, I want to hear more about his fetishes. But that, Jason Yates, that's basically, oh, wait, you found the vacuum suit. Oh, fuck these things. Let's see what this is. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe it was an American Horror Story. Look at that. See? Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry about this. No, yeah. See, these vacuum suits are out there, man. They've been featured
They're
in
hot
film.
right now.
Well, he'll never admit, will he? All right, back to the GIMP. Tony Hinchcliffe. And tell everyone about this as if it's true and you have proof. Just spread it like they're fires.